Okay, later if your friend log in, you try to help me to click the admin button. Huh? Okay. Okay, what we're going to do today is let's look at the schedule. Let me know if you're not able to hear me, not able to see anything on the screen. Just let me know. Huh? Okay. Now, today, our tentative, we need to do Malaysia Context 1 and Malaysia Context 2, week 6 and week 7. So today I plan to combine these two into one lecture. Then next week, right, means I push CSR Malaysia number 2, part 2 into this week. Then what we do next week is that, and also I pull the quiz 7 into tonight. Then what we do next week is that we will cover more on the your final exam question. Okay, so next week we will do final exam question revision. Okay, yeah, okay, all right. So reminder, your group assignment is still this Sunday. So if you haven't done anything, you need to call up your team to do something. Okay. Okay, then remember your presentation slide, you just extract from the group report. Okay. So today we will look at CSR activities in Malaysia. So in Malaysia, we have actually a lot of CSR awards. For example, the one that you see on the screen here, Top Glove, they won some of the awards, and then they put that as their branding. So this is a picture where the Top Glove, they won the CSR under manufacturing category last year, 2022. Then this one, another one, our alcohol manufacturer, Carlsberg, Malaysia, they also won. Last year, they won CSR under category community impact. Okay, so right now, it's still back to our first lecture, explaining why CSR reporting is important in Malaysia, because in our Malaysia, there's a rules. If you are public listed company or Sendirian Berhad, right, you are required to submit your CSR report as part of the rules and regulation. So you need to submit so that prove that the company actually doing something back to the communities. And if you want to know more about how to submit or what is reporting, how to do, then you can click the link over here and go and read. Okay, so if your company is doing CSR and your company is public listed, so very high chances you can go to a respective department. This one usually is under finance department. They have this report available to access anytime. Okay, so according to one report by UNICEF Malaysia on a corporate CSR policy in Malaysia, so this one is a very old report. So what does it say? It say that Malaysia, our Malaysia ACCA Association for Accountant review multiple reporting in weakness of the company. So for being focused on the business activities, philanthropic business activities such as community investment projects or environment impact reduction. Okay. Okay. So CSR practice is what is more important would be they use a holistic approach that look at sustainability area. So last lecture we cover 17 goals, SDG goals. So that is what is the end purpose or the final purpose of doing CSR. So to meet all these 17 goals or one or two goals of the CSR, right? So the purpose of having the report is to have a clear, transparent report of the progress and also the method they use in their CSR activities. Bursa Malaysia, in Malaysia or Kuala Lumpur Stock Exchange, they actually enforce companies to do the CSR reporting. So there's a rules and regulation for the Sdn Berhad company, right? So they must be comply with the requirement to submit the CSR reporting. Uh, so the framework was launched almost 20 years ago, 2006, so that as you can see, the oldest report that you can find is 2006 in Malaysia. Although before 2006, there are some company already do some reporting, but after 2006, it made compulsory for all the Sdn Berhad to do CSR reporting. Okay. So CSR framework produced a guide to Malaysian company to develop CSR strategies and communicate them effective to the stakeholders. So this slide is important, especially when come to your final exam question later. You ask you if you're lucky, like because we don't know which question will come out because we pull from a question bank. So if you see CSR frameworks in Malaysia, so most popularly, you ask you these 2 points. Why these frameworks available in Malaysia? This framework is to make sure there's a guide for Malaysia company to do CSR strategy, develop, and then report them clearly to the stakeholders. Okay. So these are all the areas. Frameworks look into 4 focus area: environment, workforce, community, and marketplace. So for your final exam, normally you'll come to 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then it give you choose which one is the framework, CSR framework, uh, main focus area. So these are the 4 answers that you should looking for, right? Environment, workplace, community, marketplace. Sometimes the question will add one more that is not relevant to this one. So you need to carefully look for the answer. So the rest you look on the slides here. So important as you remember, CSR framework, you look into 4 focus area: environment, workforce, community, and marketplace. Okay, so I highlight the important things for requirement. It require reporting CSR activities by public listed company in their annual report under sustainability report. So for your group report, for example, the 5 company, they are required to do a very clear reporting on the CSR activities, right? So the rest you read all the things you can read from the slides. Yeah. Right. So for more information, you can read from the link over here. So later, if you're interested, you can go and click the link either in my PowerPoint slides that are upload on the Canvas, or you can go to the Canvas information there. You just click and then go and see how to write this one. Of course, your final exam won't ask you how to write this one, but for information, this one you should know that there is a guideline how to write the CSR report. Okay, so this is for the the rest is read. Okay, let's go to the second part of the Malaysia CSR. I think we are done with this one. Okay, so for lesson 6, there is no quiz. Just take note, for lesson 6, there is no quiz. So later we go to lesson 7. Then we need to answer 5 questions from the lesson 7. So now I'm switching over to lesson 7. Now, lesson 7, lesson 7 is that we look at the effort done in Malaysia. So especially how to help the youth in Malaysia or the young people in Malaysia. Okay, so we are going to show you a few videos from Malaysia multinational companies. So one is YTL, Genting. Let me see how long is this video. Okay, never mind. So again, maybe we watch since okay. This one is by YTL.
Since beginning, the company has given stress on care for environment as well as the community.
Today, we strive to do everything we possibly can to mitigate carbon emissions and protect the environment. And in doing so, we have embarked on numerous conservation projects and advocacy campaigns locally and worldwide.
PT Java Power owns the Python 2 power station in this Python complex, which is one of the largest complex in Indonesia. This area where this is located is one of the backward in East Java.
PT Java Power is in a unique position in a regional sense. In the surrounding area, Whitetail doesn't have many other locations where there is such high level of energy poverty and some levels of water poverty. So this necessitates some requirement for us to be proactive, but a perfect opportunity for the group and for PT Java to undertake these projects with the local community. It's really spreading good practices amongst the communities and engaging with them in a positive way.
Di sini kebetulan kan secara geografis perdesaan. Di sini banyak peternak sapi. Masalahnya di situ ada limbah kotoran ternak sapi. Ya, kotoran hewan itu selama ini hanya ditimbun atau dibuang ke sungai, jadi akan mencemari lingkungan. Dari hal ini, PT YTL Jawa Timur punya inisiatif untuk bagaimana ada teknologi sederhana yang bisa untuk mengelola limbah ini. Maka YTL membantu masyarakat dengan program biogas. Dari program ini yang awalnya kotoran hewan itu tidak dikelola, sekarang dijadikan biogas.
Berawal dari komitmen integrasikan program pengurangan emisi karbon dengan program pengembangan masyarakat. Kami memulai pengembangan energi alternatif biogas sejak tahun 2013 dan setiap tahun perusahaan berkomitmen untuk membangun 70-100 unit biogas baru. Program ini dilaksanakan tidak hanya dari perusahaan tapi berkolaborasi dengan masyarakat penerima biogas sehingga program bisa berjalan secara sustainable.
Ya, program biogas ini banyak manfaatnya bagi kita. Satu, pertama kita tidak usah pakai beli LPG. Dua, lingkungan sekitar kita itu bersih. Dan ketiga, selurinya ini sangat bermanfaat untuk pertanian.
Limbah dari biogas ini ternyata bisa digunakan untuk pupuk pertanian. To grow like this, bisa menambah secara ekonomi di sawah. Biasanya orang-orang pakai pupuk urea atau kimia. Setelah ada biogas, kita bisa mengurangi pupuk kimia itu sendiri dengan memanfaatkan limbah biogas. Biasanya kita pakai biaya produksi yang tinggi untuk menghasilkan suatu tembakau yang baik. Gara-gara biogas, itu bisa mengurangi sudah. Bukan tembakau tok, kayak jagung, kayak padi. Itu sudah testimoninya sudah nyata gitu. Jadi dari biaya yang tinggi ketika menggunakan biogas biayanya menjadi rendah. Jadi untuk petani itu banyak untungnya gitu.
Biogas ini bisa dijadikan penerangan rumah tangga juga. Jadi ada kayak lampu yang memang dimodifikasi untuk penerangan lampu rumah tangga yang bahan bakarnya dari biogas ini.
I have very so happy about my village, especially the people around here can use the biogas to live better.
The micro hydro program is also a green energy development program. It is very important, especially for the people who live in the very remote area where the electricity is not reaching their area. The company, together with the community, build, construct, commission, and operate the micro hydro unit. Started on 2013, and every year we target to build 10 micro hydro units.
Sebelum ada turban kan tak terang tanpa
penerangan udah terang, buat apalah, buat kue bisa gitu, enak lah. Menyukuri orang sini itu Desa Gedung Sumur menyukurin ada bantuan itu, ada bantuan dari YTL itu.
pas pon pada turban alhamdulillah anak lebih giat, anak-anak giat belajar, bisa nonton TV, ibu-ibu bisa memasak pakai Magicom.
We maintain a good quality of how we manage our power plant, the cleanliness, the environmental friendly. But we think it is not enough. If it is only within our company vicinity. We want to expand.
Okay, the rest you watch lah at your free times. So what is important is still review back what is CSR. CSR consists of two main components, which is company and then the community. All right, and then it completing the three bottom line, which is the people, planet, and profit. So these are the few keywords that you need to remember. So when you do CSR, you look at what is the company business and then what is the impact they do on the community. So and then the community side, what are the benefit? Do they become better? And then you check back with the 17th SDG goal. So this is what CSR module about, just to create some knowledge about 17 SDG goal and then have some ideas what is CSR. Okay, so Genting also there's a video, so you go and watch this Genting video when you have time. So okay, and all the videos that you see from the PowerPoint slides and also from the Canvas. So you go to Canvas and then you go and watch all the videos. Try to understand how you relate back to the very fundamental theory of CSR. Okay, yeah. So this another one, the Telecom Malaysia is a government-linked company. So again, you watch the video, but again, it still keep repeating, telling about the company and then what the company do for the benefit of the community. Then completing the people, planet, profit circle, the three bottom line, and then reach one or two of the SDG goal. Okay. And then there's an important diagram. If you flip back either to chapter 1 or chapter 2, there's a diagram, CSR circle at the center. Then there are four factor at the side of the diagram. So that diagram actually also very important. So when you study for your final exam later, pay attention to all the diagram, and then when you answer the question, you try to remember back what is CSR related to. So this one you watch at your free time. Okay. Then another one is another example in Malaysia. You call it Exada Young Talent Program. So later in the quiz, your last quiz for this module, which is quiz 7, is related to this Exada Young Talent Program. So what they do? So there's a logo for Exada Young Talent Program. What they do is that they create youth. They try to solve the youth employabilities, and then they launch an initiative to launch the skill set that require for the young generation. Okay, so these are all the statistics for the Malaysian labor force up to 2020, because after that already COVID come in and then lockdown, so it actually screw up all the statistic data, right? So before the November 2020, so you can see that the labor force employment rate is increasing, become 4.8% and so on. Okay, so although you see the percentage is very small, but if you multiply this number with the population of Malaysia, it's actually become the unit is million and a few near to millions people that is unemployed. Okay. So this also means that if you are unemployed, you don't have money to survive. You don't have money to support the normal life, and then it will snowball to become a loss of social problems. Okay. So what they do is that this organization, Axiata, what they do is that they have 3 unit leadership development track. They do national secondary school programs. They go to secondary school, they go to university level, and then they open for the those working adults. They have a young CEO development programs. So Axiata, they're actually focusing on growing the talent in Malaysia. Okay, so these are all the previous record that have set 100 millions for the development of youth Malaysia. Okay. Okay, so what they do is that they develop a curriculum, then they set up a leadership camp to train them so that and also they assign a mentor, especially when they join this CEO program. This one, Young CEO Development Program, is very successful program where they help the young to set up companies or manage a business at a very young age. Okay. So these are the videos. Maybe we watch this video. This is
Welcome. I feel like this 3 years programs is really suitable for me to actually really target and focus me towards becoming a CEO in the future. And especially in just a Q&A session, I managed to learn about this UIEP, which they say is uncompromised integrity and also the exceptional performance.
It's really hard because for the first time I realized it's not easy to come with a new product. It's not easy to come with a new process or services.
The bootcamp too, I feel we learn a lot more about programming and coding and how we integrate electronics and computing in our business ideas.
The whole workshop is about communication, so we have get a lot of insights on what we should do and what we should not do in presentations. Give me a lot of knowledge in what I should know on doing presentations.
Okay, so the rest you can watch the video at your free time. So by this, we already come to the end of this module. Again, next week, we're going to cover your final exam question. So today, we're going to end the final lecture for this module. So again, we're covering the role of cooperation in society and how best they can contribute to the country, economy, society, and environment. Okay, so again, your group assignment, is still this Sunday, yeah, right? Okay, Chris, we're going to help you in a few more minutes. Okay, let me end the recording.